how to speak so that people should love to listen to you. They should wait for you, they should listen to you attentively, and they should give a standing ovation. Okay, it's possible if you watch this video. I'm going to tell you why people listen very carefully, why people love to listen a particular talk, and why some talks are very boring. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to speak effectively so that your listeners listen to you very attentively. Let's start. Well, friends, understand one thing, communication can be learned. We have to learn. We have to work on that. We have to practice that. And good speakers do the same. In this video, I'm going to tell you the same thing. That is to work, and that is to practice, and that is to better your communication. So, let's start. Now, the thing here is this. First, we have to understand this important point is when people love to listen to you, three important factors are there. First, people imagine when they listen, when you're speaking, they listen. And they convert your audio into the form of a video or into the form of a picture. So when they are very easily able to do that, when they are very easily able to convert that, it becomes a very interesting talk. So this is the first thing. Second thing is they need comparison to imagine or understand. See, when people are listening, that is understanding, they need something for reference. They need some reference points. Suppose you want to explain this point, but to explain this point, you have to compare this point with some other point. So they need a reference. They need something to compare with. And when they are able to compare that, they understand in a better way. When they understand in a better way, they will love to listen to you. And the next point is some fun or humor is required. So when you are speaking about any topic, some fun, some humor is required. Of course, it depends upon the situation. But when the situation is quite normal, and if you add some fun in that, definitely it will be a very riveted talk. Now, so what are those points? That is what I'm going to tell you. And here we go. A metaphorical language is the key to do this. If you can speak in a metaphorical language, if you can speak in a language where a lot of metaphors are used, you can do that and your talk will be very attractive, very interesting. Let me give you one example. Let me compare. You can read the first point here. I will read it for you. The origin of all religions, arts and sciences is from the same entity. They are just subsidiaries of the same. This is one way of saying. Another is very easy, and now you can understand the difference. See here, all religions, arts and sciences are branches of the same tree. Now you tell me which is the better one, which is very easy to understand. Where I think when it is said you imagined a tree and you imagined branches and you imagined in this way, right? Exactly. This is the way good communicators communicate. They communicate in such a way that people can connect something which is difficult to something which they know, which is easy for them to understand. That's what I said, like communication is all about making things easier and simple to understand. So here we go. Now I will actually show you how to do that. It's very simple. It's a formula, x is equal to y. Now what I want to say is this. You want to explain point x, so compare that point with y. But this y must be familiar to the audience, to the listener. This y they should know. This x is difficult for them to understand. You have to simplify and compare that with y. Y is very simple to understand. Right? Getting my point? Now, okay, let me explain you. What I mean to say is this. My boss is a Hitler. Come here. This is what you want to say is, my boss is a Hitler. In short, here what you want to say is, my boss is a very difficult person to handle. I mean, he's short-tempered, he's bullheaded, he's messy, he's arrogant, he's rude, he's bossy. Instead of saying all these things, you can say a simple thing. My boss is a Hitler. Here, Hitler does not mean that Hitler. Hitler means you're comparing him with Hitler. See how effective it is. Getting my point? Now, let us move forward. I'll give you something better now. See, another metaphorical language is there. He is the only black sheep in his family. He is the only black sheep in his family. Meaning of this is, he is the only person who is very weird, who is awkward in his family. Others are good, others are fine. But this guy is a black sheep. He is odd man out. Odd man out. Now, when a listener is listening to this, he imagines a sheep. Okay, like Shaun the sheep. And he connects that person with the sheep. The sheep is different. So he gets more clarity. He will love to listen to you. Why he should not? He will love. Alright, next one. Sorry, next one. Here we go. He's a couch potato. Now, this has nothing to do with potato, this has nothing to do with the couch, but this has to do with a person who is lazy, doing nothing. Maybe he's sitting on the couch and eating potato chips. Something like this. So this is a couch potato. Guys, so connect this with someone. Do you know someone who is a couch potato? Maybe someone in your home. Are you a couch potato? No, it's not good. It's not good for health as well as for your academics also. So this is the way you have to explain a person who is a couch potato. Alright, next one. He's very cold. Now it has nothing to do with cold. It has nothing to do with temperature, but it has to do with the attitude. Means what? A person who is unhelpful, unsupportive, not interested, that's very cold. There are some people who are very cold. Next one. My classroom is a zoo. My classroom is a zoo. Well, same thing. Imagine zoo now. A lot of chaos is there. A lot of noise. A lot of mess is there. Exactly. Same thing. If you want to explain about your school, about your class, you can compare your class with a zoo and it becomes easier for the listener to understand. So, is your classroom a zoo? Write in the comments. And here we go, the final, that is the quiz. Now, I'm not just going to make you watch my video. No, you have to participate. I want you to participate actively in this. So this is a quiz. I'm going to give you questions. Now, don't Google. Don't Google. See all this. Come here. See all this. And you have to, without Google, you have to write down in your notebook meanings of these metaphors. Meanings. For example, he was crying buckets. You can guess it, it's not rocket science. He was crying buckets. Come on, write down all this in your notebook and write down or guess the meaning. Let us see how much you can do it. And after that, you can go and figure it out. Well, instead of that, I will explain you all this. Okay. So, but don't pause it. First do it. And then only continue from here. I'm going to tell the answers now. First, he was crying buckets means a person who was crying and who was crying uncontrollably. Like he was crying buckets. He was very sad and he couldn't control his tears. My brother is a pig. Of course, no pig. He's very messy while eating and he eats a lot. That is junky. Next, still water runs deep. Now, again, it has to do with people who are very silent, but it's very difficult to figure out what is their actual nature. The next is elephant in the room. What it means, imagine the elephant in the room. Elephant is a problem. It is there in the room. But some people don't take cognizance of that. Don't focus on the problem. They just neglect it. That is, there is elephant in the room. It's obvious. Something like this. Next one, he is a lame duck. Lame duck means a weak person. A person who is helpless, a weak person. Another is, he's very cold, which already I have told you, a person who is not very supportive. He's very hot. Now, it has to do with your physique. It has to do with your looks. It's like kind of sexy. Something like this. My home is a jail. No need to tell you. There are many people who boss you there and you don't have the freedom. It's raining cats and dogs. Very heavily raining it is. It's raining very heavily. Life is a roller coaster. Life is a roller coaster means you're comparing your life with roller coaster. Roller coaster is all of you know roller coaster. It goes up and down. So life is not that easy. It's not that simple. It's difficult. That is what you want to say. Next is, he's a chicken is same as he is a lame duck. He's a chicken means he's weak, faint-hearted. But lame duck is helpless person, of course. Your brain is a computer. No need to tell you. So guys, when you use these good metaphors to compare, to explain what you want to say, it has a huge impact. But having said this, you also have to understand that these must be written down properly. You have to understand this your metaphors properly, and you should be able to deliver them at the right moment. That's very important, and that takes time. And also, when a good speaker, good communicator is talking to you, you should be able to understand what he's trying to tell. Guys, use this and then see. Tell me the results. People will definitely love to listen to you. Hope this video was helpful to you. And if there are some other metaphors which you know, write in the comments. We will have a healthy discussion there. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.